After a pair of road contests at the University of Maryland and at SMU this past weekend, the Monmouth men's basketball team enters their initial foray into MAC play this Thursday when they visit Marist before hosting Iona on December 7th here at the MAC. I was able to catch up with head coach King Rice to get his thoughts on where his team is through 6 games during the season, as well as look ahead to these two MAC contests. Coach Rice, your team begins MAC play this Thursday, but before we look ahead, I want to look back. And your squad went on the road, a couple of really tough venues to play, high major basketball, and really made a great showing for themselves. They played so hard. I know we talk after games all the time. You're not into the moral victories, but we can't ignore what your team has done these past 2 road games, really representing Monmouth really well on the road.
Well, we have a great group of kids, Eddie, and they've been working extremely hard throughout the summer and then the fall, and now we have a tight bond. And the thing as the coach, you always want your kids to play hard, and I think we've accomplished that since we've been here. And now it's time not to just play hard. It's time to play well. It's time to share the ball and do all the little things that will put us in position to win games, and I think our kids have done that this year so far.
Coach, these first 6 games, it's not like you're just going through the motions with a non-conference schedule. Opening up at West Virginia, Maryland, SMU, all high major basketball teams. Your team, not just in those games, chances to really win those games. I think it's really a testament to where these young players have come and some of the new players that you have in this program. But talk specifically about these last 2, especially that Maryland game. Right there, chance to tie late, really a chance to take a lead a couple times in the second half. Your team was right with a really good Big Ten team all game.
Well, Mark Turgeon's one of my best friends. He's taught me a lot about this business, and our kids were fired up about that game. We played extremely well. Defensively this year, we've really been bought in. We're a lot more solid than we had been in the past, and that enables us to be able to stay in games with most people. And then offensively, we have a lot of kids that can score the ball, and I think if we still go a little bit too fast, but even in high major buildings, we have kids capable of having big nights in those buildings. So I think we still need to slow down a little bit and take advantage of the pieces that we have on offense. And we did that for the most part at Maryland, a little bit at SMU, but it's definitely getting better, and we've competed, so we're in a good place right now.
You know, Coach, getting ready to do our broadcast, take a look at some of the stats, and to look and see that you've held these first 6 opponents to an average of 61 points per game, and you're scoring 62 a game. It really is a true testament to where the team has come defensively from a year ago. Opponents are shooting under 38%. What's been the biggest change, the biggest turnaround with the way the team has played defensively last year to this year?
Well, we're not out as far guarding as much of the floor that we guarded in the past, and our whole thing is to be more solid. We're not stealing the ball as much, but we're having teams shoot worse field goal percentages against us. And college basketball has really turned into a drive all the way to the rim or a three-point shot. And there's not a lot of middle game in college basketball right now. And so we're trying to stop people from getting in our lane to get all the way to the basket, and then doing a better job of guarding the three-point line. And then the middle game where kids get in there where they're not even sure what they're going to do, we've done a good job of just containing them in that area. So if you stop layups and stop three-pointers, you have a chance. And our kids have bought into that so far.
Coach, the rotation has been, a lot of guys have seen minutes obviously early on, but I want to focus on a player who he battled some injuries last year, but Justin Robinson, he looks healthy, seems to be really running the team very efficiently and playing against really great guard prospects, Melo Trimble, Nick Moore, guys like that. Juwan Staten down in West Virginia. He has not only held his own, but at times been, I think, the best guard on the floor at times. Talk about what Justin's, just a sophomore, but like that young veteran mindset, what he's meant to this team early on.
Well, Justin has really grown up. You know, when you're a freshman and you start at point guard, it's a lot. It's a lot for any kid, and even when you're a sophomore or a junior. But Justin got thrown to the fire last year, and then he had some injuries. But he's one of the toughest kids that we have in this program. And usually you see a big jump between someone's freshman and sophomore year. And you see that jump with Justin. He's more demanding on the court of things from his teammates. He obviously can score the ball. He's taking care of the ball and really trying to be a leader on this team. Last year I felt Justin was trying to take care of Justin because it was a lot for him. being a freshman. Now he sees he needs to take care of not only himself, but he needs to take care of Josh and Dion and Red and Zach and everybody else on the floor. And he's done a great job doing that so far in some tough places to play.
I want to thank the head coach of the Monmouth Hawks, King Rice, for joining me as his team looks ahead to their first 2 games in MAC play. The game Thursday with the Red Foxes is at 7 p.m. and will be broadcast live on the Shore Sports Network, as well as Sunday's game, which will also be available with live video right here on the Monmouth Digital Network as part of MonmouthHawks.com.